Ciao, ciao, dosto. Calcio is back. Serie A returned this weekend, and today we're going to be talking about Cagliari and Roma. Well, it was match week one, और बहुत सारा expectation था कि De Rossi will play a lot of his new signings, and that's exactly what happened. As we saw, Enzo Laffe, Matthias Sule, and Artem Dovbyk all make their starts in this game, but Paulo Dybala remained on the bench. Let's get to the match after this.
Roma have risen from their ruins. Nonetheless, the Greek god in Rome. The unthinkable unfolds before our eyes.
So guys, that was my Roma versus Barcelona video. Go and check it out. बहुत passionately बनाया, दिल से बनाया, तो आप definitely एक like तो करो वीडियो को and share it with all your friends who either support Barcelona or who just like good games in the Champions League. Anyways, coming back to the first game of the new season, yeah, it was, I would say, quite expected. I did not think that Roma were going to come away with all 3 points from Sardinia. Traditionally, a very tough place to go to. And I would say कि जो 0-0 वाला draw था was a fair result because both the teams had equal amount of chances and the result could have gone either way. So perspective wise देखेंगे तो yes, I think this is an acceptable result. But I know कि Twitter पे बहुत सारे Roma fans हैं across the world who have kind of like erupted and बहुत fast conclusions में आ रहे हैं. But typically it takes time for a new system to start working, especially when you got 3 new players in. I think just to start off in this game, Leandro Paredes was suspended. Apart from that, Dybala was on the bench because of the whole Saudi and the transfer move that is sort of impending and waiting to happen. Match की तरफ अगर देखेंगे तो सबसे पहले there was a very embarrassing moment for Simone Scuffet in the Cagliari goal, almost leading to an own goal. It would have been some way for Roma to get their first goal of the season, but Lorenzo Pellegrini, I think, had the best chance. Dovbyk ने काफी अच्छे से dummy किया and Pellegrini just shot it directly at Scuffet. I think that was the biggest chance of the game within the 90 minutes. Dovbyk himself had a very easy chance in terms of XG conversions. Paulo Dybala aake, he was magical on the pitch, the cameo that he had, and he's the guy who set up Dovbyk, and Dovbyk from point blank range hit the crossbar. It was easier to score in my opinion. Uske immediately baad, Cagliari also had a chance of their own. Marin hitting the crossbar and then Pavoletti kind of scuffing the rebound. But overall, I think balance में अगर देखोगे तो काफी open game था. दोनों teams के पास बहुत chances थे, बहुत shots थे ये game में. We'll get into the stats and analytics powered by Sofascore. But as I said at the top of the video, a draw is a fair result. Not a very optimistic one for Roma to start with, but I think on the context of everything that has been happening over the last 10 days or so, I think it's a fair result. But the season is long and Roma host Empoli at the Stadio Olimpico in game week 2, which obviously right now I can say if Roma don't get a win, I think that would be considered as a negative result because first home game of the season, Empoli hai, तो 3 points तो बनता है Olimpico पे. Let's have a quick look at some stats and analytics and ratings from this game powered by Sofascore. So overall, आप देख सकते हो कि the expected goals Cagliari had 0.98, Roma 0.94. Hence, I say it's a very even game. Big chances, 2 for Cagliari, 1 for Roma. That Lorenzo Pellegrini chance. I don't know. Even the Dovbyk chance should have been counted. I don't know which they've taken. In my opinion, there were 2 big chances for Roma. Total shots 13 for Cagliari, 15 for Roma. Overall passes, I would say 446 to 333 for Cagliari. But yeah, very, very even, Stephen. I think Roma played better in the second half than the first half, in my opinion. Cagliari were much more threatening in the first half, but I think second half where De Rossi made some changes, तो थोड़ा एक दिख रहा था कि I would say there was some impetus going forward. But overall, I think De Rossi got his substitutions a bit wrong. In my opinion, El Sharawi should have come much, I would say, sooner for Zalewski on the left. Dybala ka to, of course, agar Dybala ke transfer rumors nahi hota, he would have started the game, and that could have possibly made a difference. And thereby underlying the whole point that agar Dybala ko agar aap bechoge, तो Roma will actually miss out on a world-class player, because he has made the difference for Roma in the last 2 years. And if I, from speaking from a fan's perspective, I would at least want him for one more year this season, so that the stability is there, because we are already on, like, the latter stages of the transfer market, just about 10 days to go. बहुत late है to replace Dybala. A few more stats very quickly that I want to pull up. I want to show you Matthias Sule's heat map. काफी interesting game था. He started out on that right wing, the Dybala position, so called to say, and you can see in the heat map that his predominant attacking threat came from that right hand side. In my opinion, he was very good. He was very good at taking on his marker one-on-one, cutting inside. In second half mein uska ek shot bhi tha on target that Scuffe had to kind of scuff away. But very impressive debut. वो end product अब तक आया नहीं है, which is obvious. It'll take some time for him to get into the groove, and it's a new team, new system, new environment. But I'm pretty sure that Matthias Sule is going to come good come end of the season. Let's have a quick look at the player ratings. Not much to say over here in terms of Zalewski's performance. 6.5 Sofascore ने दिया है. Artem Dobic 6.7. I think it could have been a little higher. Ha, Dobic thoda, I would say he was not pressing hard enough. A couple of times he looked a bit disoriented, but again, it's his first game of the season. Enzo Lafay 6.7. I really think that he was better. Lafay also was a good threat in terms of going forward, and he made some good ball recoveries as well. So ये थोड़ा एक I would say skewed है rankings. Miles Villar का सिर्फ 6.9 है, but Miles Villar comes clutch always for Roma, and that's been the case in this game as well, and I'm sure that's what we're going to see come at the end of the season also. In fact, I think I'm inspired to make a video on Miles Villar, how he's possibly the best keeper that Roma have had since Alisson Becker left for Liverpool. But yeah, apart from the chiseled and muscular bodies of Zalewski, Dobic and Enzo Lafay, I think there was a beautiful moment where Dybala was standing over a free kick. Although वो एक right footer का था, Pellegrini का free kick था वो, जो angle से था. But it was brilliant. You can see it over here. The Roma fans, away fans, Kurwa Sood का जो banner है. Obviously, Roma fans want him to stay. They've been very vocal about it. Let's see if he ends up staying with Roma. But definitely, the minute he came on, he came and created 3 big chances for Roma, in my opinion. So that is the impact that Dybala has got. So just to conclude, Cagliari 0, Roma 0. And the other major results in Serie A, we saw both the Milan teams drawing 2-2. Inter drew against Genoa, while Milan were held at home to Torino. Quite an impressive Torino under Vanoli. Hum Calcio Charcha mein we will break down every game of game week 1. Other major results include Hellas Verona thrashing Napoli 3-0. Antonio Conte's first game. Atalanta absolutely smashing in the first game. Retegui already on the score sheet, and they're very close to signing Raul Bellanova also. So Atalanta are making some serious moves in this transfer market, guys. And to cap off things, Juve starting with a 3-0 win against Como at home. Thiago Motta starting with all 3 points in his first game at Juve. But that's about it for this particular video. I'll be back doing more analysis of Roma's games on this particular channel. But on Calcio Charcha, we'll be breaking down each and every Italian Serie A game and Coppa Italia games, and even some Serie B football as well. It is the home for Italian football fans in India. But that's it for this video, guys. I will be back with another video soon. Roma play Empoli at home in game week 2, and game week 3 sees the very big clash between Juve and Roma when Juve travel up north to Torino. But until next time, I'm Ajay Menon. You are on AM Talk Sport. I'm going to see you guys in the video sometime very soon. Sempre, Forza Roma. Ciao, ciao.